It is not much to look at, Herr Colonel.
Hans, you ignorant peasant. This is probably the first cuckoo clock ever made. Absolutely priceless. And this is the Fallen Madonna by Van Klomp. It will fetch a fortune after the war.
Is it wise to have it in your office?
Who will see it apart from Helga?
Come to think of it, it looks a little like Helga.
You too?
Colonel, a man from the Gestapo is here to see you.
Gestapo? Did you say what for?
No, but he notices everything.
Keep him busy for a minute.
In the drawer!
Hans, the clock, the clock!
Herr Colonel, Herr Otto Flick.
Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler. This is my assistant, Captain Hans Gehring.
He seems very young to be here. Why is he not at the front?
He has many medical problems.
My orders are directly from Berlin, from the Führer himself. The Chateau Frontenac is in your district. It has come to his attention that in the Frontenac collection is the Fallen Madonna by Van Klomp. The Führer would like this for his collection. But I have bad news. When I visited the chateau, it had already been taken away, along with one or two other valuable pieces.
It is the French. They pinch everything.
I shall remain in the district until it is found. You will instigate searches immediately.
Very good, Herr Flick.
You will report progress tomorrow at... What time shall we say? Very well. At 5 o'clock tomorrow. Heil Hitler.
My dear Colonel, what can I do for you?
This is a matter of great delicacy. You are in possession of German butter, sugar, paraffin, and gasoline, for which you can be shot.
But you gave them to me.
Your word against mine.
Your word against his.
However, I'm prepared to overlook this if you will agree to hide a few little articles and a worthless picture from the chateau.
Is it the reclining Madonna with the big boobies?
How did you know about this?
Well, I told you where it was. In return for the motorcycle, the chocolate, and the fact that you were going to shoot me.
Well, I had to hide it against the Gestapo are looking for it. You will put it in your cellar.
What? Well, what if they find it?
They will shoot you.
But then why should I hide it?
Because if you don't, I will have you shot. For the butter, the sugar, the paraffin, and the gasoline.
I will be glad when this war is over.
I say, that's a jolly good disguise.
Where did you get the tongs? Did you clobber a couple of jennies?
Monsieur René, what are these Englishmen doing here?
René, Otto Flick from the Gestapo is upstairs.
What?
How very convenient.
You know, I've got a nasty feeling he's not one of us.
Harboring escaping British prisoners, When I tell the Gestapo what I have found, I will get a medal for this.
And what about the picture?
I will say you stole it and concealed it.
But, Colonel, the Gestapo will take the picture back to Berlin, and then goes your pension.
I think Rennie has a very good point there, Colonel.
Keep them quiet. I will deal with the Gestapo.
Taken off their uniforms. Have you no finesse?
He will not touch you, Mama.
That is what they said in 1917.
Quick, get in the wardrobe.
If I do not have my uniform in 10 minutes, you will be shot.
But, Colonel, your revolver is on the belt of the uniform, which is around the waist of the British airman, who is not here.
Get in the wall.
And you're right.
Rene, he is searching the restaurant and then he is on his way up here.
Who is?
Otto Flick of the Gestapo.
Gestapo? Ah, Pierre and Jacques, the onion sellers. Wine on the house for my old friends, Pierre and Jacques. Come and sit down over here, my friends. That's it. Sit very comfortably here. That is it. A brilliant disguise, Colonel. We'll have your uniforms back as soon as possible.
You said that yesterday. If we do not get the uniforms today, you'll be shot.
Up against the wall with guns.
But I see you are a man of compassion. Even as you say these words, there are tears in your eyes.
It's these damned onions.
You French peasants, I am speaking to you. Look at me. Colonel von Strohm, Captain Curie.
Heil Hitler.
Club.
Why are you dressed in the fashion of onion sellers?
We can explain.
We can explain.
I'm waiting.
He's waiting.
I'm trying to infiltrate the resistance.
I am doing the same as he is.
Dressed as a colonel, the French avoid me. But with these onions, I'm one of them.
I am one of them, too. You know, Colonel, it is quite pleasant to be a French onion seller. People smile at us.
Especially that German officer over there.
Hello. I think I prefer being a peasant to being a German.
You'll be a dead peasant. Herr Flick finds out we've been helping British airmen to escape.
I have good news, Colonel. London is making your uniforms. They are working through the night and they will be dropped by parachute at dawn tomorrow.
But how do we know they will fit?
But they are being made by the very best Savile Row tailors, Solomon and Klein.
Jewish tailors? Are you mad?
They are the best, Herr Colonel.
That's not the point, Hans. It's the principle of the thing. If I'd known they were employing Jewish tailors, things would have been different.
We could have ordered some extra shirts.
Your lunch will soon be ready.
Ah, what is it? Gefilte fish and bagels?
Rene, what was on that paper? What will they discover?
Only that somebody's inside leg measurement is 34, chest 42, and neck 17.
Who's that person?
You, Colonel. It was for the new uniform, but don't worry, your name was not upon it.
Suppose they identified from the measurements?
Colonel, many people have a 42 chest. Even Elgar, if you include our onions.
What shall we do, Hans?
I think we should eat the pigeons.
Hans, you are right! Rene, the vegetables!
At once, Herr Colonel.
What's the time, Hans? It's no good. My eyes are running so much from these damned onions.
Neither can I.
One whole day we've been away from the office. What will they say in Berlin if they find out we're not there?
I think they will be very cross.
That fool of a sentry did not recognize me when I tried to get in.
But you had no papers.
He hit me with his rifle butt.
It's a graceful way to treat an old peasant.
There's Helga. She may have some news. Yes, sit down.
Colonel, I have bad news. I have been to the cleaners for your spare uniforms and they are not ready.
You fool girl, you should have brought them as they were.
Yes, you should have brought them as they were, fool girl.
They have been sent away. They have gone to Paris. You ordered deluxe service.
I did not order deluxe service. Who ordered deluxe service?
I did.
You and your creases. You try to be smart down here. You should be smart up here.
I sent my hat also.
I have more news.
Is it good or bad?
Hans, I am your superior officer. I ask the questions.
In these clothes we are equal.
On the contrary, my onions are bigger than your onions. And I have 2 rows.
Lucky you.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, General von Klinkerhofen is coming to inspect.
Von Klinkerhofen?
Not the von Klinkerhofen.
Hans, you fool. How many von Klinkerhofens do you think there are?
The telegram in your office says you are to meet him at the station.
This is disaster. Can you imagine the stink in Berlin? Von Klinkerhofen. Met by 2 onion sellers.
Hitler will do his nut.
What are we going to do?
We could borrow a revolver.
To shoot ourselves. I suppose that's the honorable thing to do. After all, we are officers and soldiers.
But I just thought that we could shoot our little toes off. And then we could go to hospital. Where they wear pajamas. No.
Heil Hitler!
Heil Hitler!
Well, you can't follow that.
Have you found out anything about the missing painting?
No, Herr Flick.
Not a smell of it.
It is possible the peasants have penetrated your disguise. You must change back into your uniforms.
At once, Herr Flick.
Well, very near.
You have heard of the arrival of General von Klinkerhofen?
Yes, Herr Flick.
You will meet him tomorrow at the station.
Yes, Herr Flick.
He will be inspecting our defenses and all the main buildings.
Does that include the hospital?
Why do you ask?
Well, in case we have an accident, you know.
We wouldn't want to miss him, Herr Flick.
He is a ruthless man. The slightest sign of inefficiency, and you will be posted.
To the Russian front.
If you are lucky.